And we are live. Corey Lee Boxing and DC Mike TV. We are at it again, y'all. Jojo Diaz versus Devin Haney is going down tonight, you guys. And we just want to talk a little bit about what's going on tonight, and want to get you guys' opinion on some of the things that are going down in the world of boxing right now, and different things that we got, different topics that me and DC Mike's been talking about behind the scenes, because we've been cooking offline, man. But me and DC Mike, I feel like some of our conversation over the phone are way better than any of the live streams we have. But yeah, man. DC Mike, man, let him know, man. Let him know, man. What do you see in Jojo Diaz tonight? Is he a live dog? Is he a pushover? Will this be a quick knockout for Devin Haney? I mean, what are you thinking tonight? I watched the fight with him and Gary Russell live, so I'll hold my thoughts for after you, man.
No, JoJo ain't no pushover, but I guess he JoJo has Gary Russell's name on his resume, and he can say he went the distance and gave Gary a good fight, but obviously Gary's a smaller guy. Gary had good hand speed and all that good stuff, but Gary and Devin fight two different ways. Both of them are boxers. Gary like to throw in combination. He's not really looking to catch you off guard, so to speak. He just looks to throw in combination all the time. All his punches pretty much kind of same speed. So
Really? Hey, I can't hear you, Hey, DC. I think you hit the mute button. You hit the mute button, my brother.
I
You
did.
didn't
Can you
hit
hear
the.
me?
Yeah, there you go. Now you're back. Now, DC, we don't have a problem anymore. We good. Go ahead, finish.
Yeah, yeah,
He was cooking too, and he didn't got dang on hit the mute button.
yeah. Sorry about that. So yeah, Gary throws a combination, pretty much everything the same
Uh huh.
speed. He don't look to catch his man off guard to get a open clean shot. I think Devin is probably gonna throw less combinations. He's gonna look to catch Diaz, off guard to hit him with, a clean punch or two clean punches if you can catch him with a punch clean or two clean. You ain't gonna really hit JoJo with a 5 or 6 punch clean combination. He gonna put the earmuffs on. So I think Devin is, good with the feints and with the
When
movement.
you say you gonna put your earmuffs
And I
on,
think Devin, yeah, I think Devin should be in my decision, but JoJo's no pushover. I guess I picked Devin by decision, but I mean, it wouldn't surprise me if, like I said, Devin land a clean shot and can possibly drop JoJo. That wouldn't surprise me either.
could you see JoJo getting stopped in this fight?
No, but it wouldn't surprise me if Devin
Oh man, your connection, huh? What'd you say? Your connection
I
is
said it
like,
wouldn't surprise me if Devin could not. Sorry about that, bro. Can you hear me?
yeah, we can hear you, man, live in the studio.
Yeah, it
Do you
wouldn't. It
think
wouldn't
so? Look,
surprise me
it wouldn't surprise you if what?
if Devin can knock him down.
Go ahead and rip, DC.
Yep.
You was
So
ripping,
I
man.
picked Devin by decision. JoJo's not a pushover. He's a tough guy. Like I said, I see Devin more so measuring JoJo to get him to open up than to drop a right hand in there. You're not gonna do the same thing Gary did and just keep throwing combinations and not really landing nothing clean. Devin, got the height and the range, and he can, put the left stick out there to get JoJo to, reach or open up and drop a right hand in there or body shot or anything like that. So I picked Devin by decision. I apologize for all this noise, man.
Yeah, I had to turn the music down. You know how the
Yeah,
copyright
no,
is.
no, there
I
they
had
go.
to
There
make
they go.
sure
Never mind. Never mind. Yeah.
I had to make sure that volume was all the way down. We back, y'all. But look, this is what I want to say, y'all, about the fight that's going on tonight. You got Mccaskill right now fighting Wyatt. They call her real name is Candy. That is a Kandi. She's a late replacement. And yeah, you guys, you guessed it right. Okay, her nickname is Crush. So yes, they're calling her Candy Crush. I don't know where Eddie Hearn found these people at, but hey, she's getting the shit beat out of her right now.
My name is talking to
Oh
Swipe.
my goodness. Put the phone on mute, DC, if you're talking. But
I'm
yeah,
sorry.
man. Right now, man, Candy Crush is getting the shit beat out of her, man. And it's just her face is turning red. She's getting backed up, but she's still coming forward. Give her kudos, but she's getting the shit beat out of her. Shout out to Tony Biles in the chat. He says in the chat, stopped in to show some respect. No doubt, I appreciate that. We appreciate that. Um, but yeah, man, I wanted to talk about like we were talking about the Jojo Diaz versus the Jojo Diaz versus Devin Haney fight that's coming on tonight, you guys. I truly believe that a lot of people are sleeping on Jojo Diaz, including DC Mike. You're not excluded from it, buddy. Um, I mean, right now, I'm gonna be honest, man, DC, and the rest of you people listening out there. Jojo Diaz is gonna come. I truly believe that he's gonna come in, and I think he's gonna challenge Devin Haney. I think Devin Haney's got to dig deeper than he's dug in any other fight, man. And I think this is the fight, man. This is the fight to make or break Devin Haney, to put him into that main stage. Shakur Stevenson had it with Jamel Herring. That was his coming out party. Tank Davis had it with, you could either say Gamboa. You could either say Gamboa, or you could say the Leo Santa Cruz was his coming out party. But whatever it may be, they had their coming out party. They arrived. They were here. Smash that like button as soon as you guys come in. Let's please get these likes up. That's all I ask. But to me, DC Mike. Now we might be wrong about this, but to me, does this feel like Devin Haney's coming out party if he can get this victory?
No, I don't think it's just coming out party. Do you think? I
You
mean, do
don't
you
think
think
this
this
is a
is
big enough fight yet?
his biggest fight?
Yeah, you don't think this is his biggest fight?
Uh,
Out of all Devin
no.
Haney's fights, you don't think that this is the biggest fight of his career?
I mean, I don't think so. I mean,
Who do
JoJo's
you
good. I
think the
mean,
biggest fight of his career was in Devin Haney's fight life? I mean, boxing career so far in the time span.
I would probably have to look back into the archives.
Yeah, you're gonna have to look hard. You need to get back to me immediately. Cause I don't know what the fuck you see, but Jojo Diaz is by far Devin Haney's biggest competition so far. I mean Devin Haney, I mean what? Jorge, I mean, Devin, you gotta understand, Devin Haney's one of these type of guys that's tricky. Yeah, he's tricky and he can, trick you, but after a while, man, you know, they start figuring out, man, what you're doing, like Linares did, and they start capitalizing on that shit, man. A lot of people had Devin Haney losing the last 4 rounds of that Jorge Linares fight. You know, even Beef said it. Shout out to Ringside Reporter. Beef said that he had Linares winning. I mean, Linares, winning the last 4 rounds of that fight. He had it 7-5, Devin Haney, 7-5. Okay? Now, I don't know about you, but I think in Jojo Diaz's career right now, I think he can beat and definitely stop Jorge Linares, man. You know? Devin Haney
Um,
is still a good fighter, man. Devin Haney's still a good fighter, but I think Jojo Diaz is a really good fighter, man. I'm being honest, man. I really do, man. I think he hasn't got his just due. I don't think he's got a whole lot of credit for that Tevin Farmar. When remember he got that win over Tevin Farmar. Remember that now.
that was a good win. That was a good win.
You know he
Tevin,
got
got
wins.
good.
That Devin Jojo Diaz's signature wins. He's 32 1-1, and his signature wins are Javier Fortuna and Tevin Farmar, and that's about it. Emmanuel Avila, when he was earlier in his career, he fought a young, hungry, undefeated Manuel Oliva, which was 22-0. Manuel Oliva stopped and knocked out one of Danny Garcia's only fighters on Danny Swift Garcia's promotion, on DSG Promotions. His name was Lopez. Not only did Oliva stop and dropped him, he almost pretty much ended his career because he was never at the top after that again. The guy Lopez, he was undefeated, and Manuel Oliva, they were both undefeated. And Manuel Oliva just ran through this guy. I think he stopped him in 7 rounds. The fight just got stopped, y'all. The fight live right now. Mccaskill just got stopped, you guys. It just got stopped. She just won by stoppage, I told you she was beating the shit out of the girl Candy Crush. You come in with a name like Candy Crush. Don't get crushed. I mean, damn, dude. You know?
That, that, that's the same. That's exactly what happened to her.
What'd you say?
I said you called it right in the money. She came in with a ironic nickname, and she didn't live up to it.
But back to what we were talking about. Pretty much, Jojo Diaz's biggest wins is Javier Fortuna, which that's a really good win, and Tevin Farmar. And he beat Tevin Farmar, and Tevin Farmar didn't even want the rematch. That's how bad he beat him.
Oh, he
Tevin
didn't.
Farmar wanted no parts of that rematch because
Oh,
there was a rematch clause, remember?
I didn't look into all that.
I'm 100% sure there was a rematch clause.
Okay.
Because I remember Tevin Farmar, he started saying, look, I'm gonna fight him, and I'm gonna get my belts back, and we're gonna do, I'm gonna get my belts back, and we're gonna once I get my belts back, once I get my belt back, then I'm gonna fight. He wanted to fight Tank Davis, but he never got that rematch with Jojo Diaz. That
Right.
shows me right there that you didn't want that motherfucking smoke. I'm sorry. That shows me right there you didn't want that smoke. Because if you wanted that smoke, you would have fought him again, correct?
Yeah. I mean, I probably gotta look into it to talk to Kevin to find out what happened with the rematch
Man,
thingy.
well, you
But
need to get on the fucking phone with him then, dude.
yeah, you're right. You are right. I knew this
DC Mike,
lady.
what the fuck, man? You need to get on the phone with him ASAP, dude.
Yeah, I knew this lady that was his PR for a short period of time.
She was what?
She was his PR for a short period of time, so I had a small window opportunity to get connected with Tevin. But
This girl got
yeah,
so many belts, bro. This girl, Mccaskill, got so many belts. She can't even hold all these belts. I didn't know she had that many belts.
yeah, I
Damn.
remember. I remember she
She
came to the
beat
end.
the shit out of Candy Crush. I'm looking at the highlights right now. All I see is thudding punches, snapping the head back of Candy Crush as she's trying to hold. And she looked visibly bigger than Mccaskill. She's coming down in weight. She was getting clipped with all types of left and right hooks. Her head was just like a bobblehead. Can
Who
you
the hell is the
imagine?
girl? I mean, I ain't trying to be rude to the girl, but the girl may be bigger and taller and all this, but who the hell is she?
Her name's Candy Crush. Ever heard of her?
Nope, never heard of him. That just proves something, Corey, man. These people can be, taller and bigger and heavier. That don't mean anything. You
Yeah,
ain't a
that's
nobody.
true,
You can
man.
get whooped by the smallest person.
Yeah, I mean, because she's visibly to me, she's taller and bigger than
Right.
Mccaskill. She's got the flab around her stomach. Like, look at
Yeah,
McCaskill, man. She's looking like she's not messing around, dude. She means business.
yeah,
And respect to McCaskill, man.
yeah.
Respect to
I remember.
McCaskill.
Yep. I'm gonna cut you off, Corey. I remember when she fought. I forget the girl's name. She came to the
Uh-huh.
MGM in Maryland. I forget who was
Uh-huh.
headlining. I think it was an
Uh-huh.
Eddie Hearn card. It was a double header, I believe. I want to say
Uh-huh.
Devin was headlining. I want to say it was Devin, I think. And Jessica, I believe, was the co-main or the under the co-main. She fought some girl, but
Uh-huh.
she fought some girl and beat her for one of the belts. Or she either beat her for one belt or two belts. And then shortly after that, she fought the other girl that was undefeated for a while. The girl that got kissed some years ago at the weigh-in.
Who,
What's her name?
McCaskill?
No, no, no,
Got
no.
got what at the weigh-in? What the
Remember
hell?
some years ago, the girl Jessica Mccaskill beat twice in a row for the other two belts she had. She was at the weigh-in with this other girl years ago, and the girl kissed her, and she slapped her. He do like the face off or whatever, and the girl just quickly kissed her.
Oh yeah. Oh,
I'm trying to
was
think
that
of her name.
McCaskill?
No, the woman Jessica McCaskill beat for the other two belts.
Oh, her name was it Cecilia's Brackus?
Yeah, yeah, Cecilia Breakers. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Yep.
What happened to her?
Nothing. She's still out there, but I'm saying
You
that
said somebody got. You said somebody got. You said they got kissed or they got killed. What'd you say?
yeah, Kid. I'm sorry, that was Kiss. I don't know if
Oh,
the
I'm
fans
like,
remember a
what
few
the
years ago.
fuck? I'm like, at the weigh-in, you got clapped at the weigh-in? Like, what the hell? I didn't know what weigh-in. I'm like, what weigh-in did I miss that somebody got clapped at the weigh-in? Like, that's hardcore, dude. That's like that's like some wild shit. Like, could you imagine like the face off going so bad that somebody gets clapped at the like that's crazy. That'll be just out of control.
Yeah,
That's
Jeff.
almost as bad. That'll be worse than um when that old dude got knocked out by the trainer at the weigh-in, remember? Or that
Uh,
it was that
Clarissa
it
Shields
was
spoke.
what's her name?
Clarissa, Clarissa Shields.
Yeah, Clarissa Shields' brother knocked that 80-year-old dude out cold.
No class, man.
I was like, yo.
You don't get no cool
I mean,
points yet.
I think he was like a Hall of Fame type of guy too. I think he, trained some pretty good fighters, like back in his day and shit, and he was training this girl and fucking Clarissa Shields' brother comes out of nowhere, dude, and cold cocks him.
Yeah,
You
yeah.
remember that? Or you don't
I
even remember that
remember.
now?
Yep, I remember like it was yesterday. Gets no cool points for that.
You said what?
Gets no cool points for that. Total disrespect.
You're not giving him any cool points for that?
Yeah, he don't get no cool points for that. Total disrespect.
Yeah, that's disrespectful, man. That's disrespectful. We don't condone that over here at Corley Boxing and DC Mike TV. We don't condone any of that foolishness. You know what I mean? Like cold cocking a trainer at the weigh-in. Like, how can it get that serious at a weigh-in? That's what I'm saying. But back to what you were saying about them kissing each other at the weigh-in, man, or her trying to kiss her.
Yeah,
Yeah, that
so
was wild, man.
you guys can Google it. Cecilia Breakers get kissed at the weigh-in. You guys will see it. I guess the point I was making was I remember meeting Jessica McCaskill at our MGM in Maryland. And she fought some girl on the co-main of Devin Haney. And she fought her, I think, for two of the belts. And it was first time seeing her fight. And I was like, Jessica's good. No, I would say
You remember the girl she fought? Was it was it
I
Luce?
don't.
Was it Lucia Morelli?
I don't. I gotta
Or
get off the phone and
Was it Vinny Squadguard or Amy Yartavak?
you on box rec?
I'm on box rec right now, dude, and these are her first three title defenses against those three names I named. Two of them are undefeated. Were undefeated, excuse me.
I would say check 20. I want to say 19, 18 or 19.
Look at
I
Devin
want
Haney, yo. He's walking into the MGM Grand looking like a little kid. I mean, I'm not coming at him or anything. I mean, he just looks young. He is young. I mean, he's only 23, but I mean, he looks so young with that coat on. I mean, he looks like he's 18 years old. This dude, Jojo Diaz, looks like a full-grown man, dude. With the tattoos on his neck, he's fucking shadow boxing. He's looking like he's ready to break some.
yeah.
I'm telling you, man. Jojo, Crypto Colors, what's happening, man? The bars, what's happening? Smash that like button, Crypto. Let's get these likes up, man. Stop playing with me. But yeah, man, Jojo Diaz is looking like he's ready for war, dude. Let me see what he says real quick. Let me see what he says. Look at my bed. Look at my bed. He says what? Hold on. He said, "This is my boxing career. This is my life." He says, "I know what I'm capable of doing." This is what Jojo Diaz says. Pre-fight, y'all. Pre-fight. Pre-fight. This is exclusive. Coily Boxing, DC Mike TV. Subscribe. He says, "I'm a short guy with T-Rex arms." Ha ha ha. He says, just gotta go out there and do what I do best and have fun with it. He said, "I'm gonna be a." He said, "I'm gonna get inside a lot." So his game plan is to get inside already, DC Mike. Do you think Devin Haney's jab is gonna be able to keep him at bay, DC Mike?
Yep.
That's what you're banking on, that jab, aren't you? I knew that's what you were thinking about.
Yep. Jabbing, pivoting.
That jab, Devin Haney. What's some of the keys to victory for Devin Haney? Let the fans
Jabbing.
know out here. We break down fights the whole way. Like that's what me and DC Mike do. Tell them the keys to victory.
Yep. Jabbing and stand on that pivot. Whenever JoJo jump in, jab him
Okay.
soon as he jump in, or throw a right hand and step over and roll under. I see Devin doing that all night.
You see him doing that all night?
Yep. Jabbing, as soon as he jump in, throw a right hand and duck right under, just in case, if JoJo try to come over the top. After he throw a jab, he gonna drop right down. JoJo gonna miss a right hand, and they may fall into each other or clinch. And the jab gonna be there all night for Devin. Like
Wow,
I said,
man. I mean, but
stop
you gotta
JoJo.
understand, huh?
He's not gonna stop him, but I won't be surprised if Devin can knock him down one time.
You think Devin Haney can knock him down and hurt him?
If he catch him clean a few times, I think so. But he's not gonna stop JoJo.
You don't think he's gonna stop Jojo Diaz?
No. The Boston fans,
Wow,
don't be
man.
surprised if Devin, get in a clean or a few clean right hands that can, knock him down or buckle him. But JoJo's a tough cookie though.
Who, Jojo?
Yep. Tough damn cookie.
You think JoJo's pretty tough?
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I mean, huh?
Thanks for letting me get on the live, brother. You already know
All
what
right,
I
bro.
gotta do.
Man, I already know, bro. You go ahead and take your time, man. Thanks for hopping on.
No problem.
Hey,
Like,
have a
bye,
good
Boston.
night, okay?
All right. See y'all later,
All right,
boxing
bro.
fans. All right.
Peace out, man. But Chad, man, I just want to tell you guys, man. Yeah, man, it's going down tonight, man. Both of these guys are fighting tonight, man, and yeah, it's going down, man. Jojo Diaz, versus Devin Haney, man. It's going down tonight, man. I'm watching some of the fight now. Shout out to Crypto Colors in the chat. He says he's got Devin Haney got power, and his punches he would be dangerous. Wow, man. Yeah, I believe he would be dangerous as well. But he's got to get that power first. I don't even think Devin Haney's got his man strength yet. I think he's gonna be a late bloomer. But he's a really good fighter. You know, I'm not taking anything away from him. He's a really good fighter. But I just really think that he hasn't reached his ceiling yet, Devin Haney. And that's nothing against him. That's no knock on him. But I just think that Jojo Diaz maybe catching Devin Haney at the right time, being that he's still young in his career. Mason in the chat says, Corey, is Devin fighting on DAZN? Yes, he is. This fight is live on DAZN tonight, you guys. So definitely live on DAZN, you guys. You know. But like I said, man, you know, Devin Haney's a good fighter. You know, I'm not taking anything away from him. And Montana Love is up next, you guys. If you guys are just watching and just tuning in, we just finished watching the Mccaskill fight versus her name was Candy Crush. This guy, Montana Love, just brought the dog to his weigh-in, dude. He brought the dog to his weigh-in. He brought the freaking dog to his weigh-in. What is he doing? What is she doing? They're doing some pre-fight stuff with Montana Love, you guys. They're freaking putting Q-tips in his ears. They're giving him a haircut. They're putting putting chapstick on his lips. I mean, dude, I don't know what's going on now. I mean, we got so much going on right now, man. It's so much going on right now. Yeah. But yeah, man, I really wanna right now, you guys, right now, you guys, right now, you guys, you know, I really feel like, you know, Devin Haney's gonna be in for a tough fight tonight. You know, the more I think about it, the more I see it. You know, I just really truly think that, you know, Devin Haney's gonna be in for it tonight, man. I really truly do. You know, the more I think about it, you know, Devin Haney's a really good fighter. I'm not putting anything against him, but he's still young. You know, this could be his coming out party, you know, but like I said, I already talked to Bees from Ringside Reporter. He said he's putting some money on on Jojo Diaz. And that's a big step. You know, that's a big step, you know, for you to put money on him and to put a little bit of money on him, even if it's 50 to $100, that shows that you see something in him that he can win, you know. And I think a lot of late money is gonna go in on Jojo Diaz. Jojo Diaz looks like he's in one of the best shapes of his life. He looks like he's been taking camp very seriously, and I feel like Jojo Diaz hasn't got all of the respect that he should have gotten from the Tevin Farmar fight. Remember, you guys, he beat Tevin Farmar and gave Tevin Farmar one of his first losses on an over 10 fight winning streak. And I believe Tevin Farmar at that point had like 8 title defenses. So it's like when Jojo Diaz beat him, he shocked the world, kind of. You know, I mean, it was an upset. You know, people thought that Jojo Diaz was just coming in there to be an opponent, and he was just gonna lose, and he was just an opponent. But at the end of the day, man, you know, at the end of the day, Jojo Diaz is not an opponent. And we've seen that. You know, we've seen that. We've seen that he is not just an opponent, you guys. He is a real fighter, and he's a champion. You know, he's a champion. Smash that like button as soon as you guys come in here. That is the only thing I ask you guys to do is to smash that like button. And yeah, man, just smash that like button, you guys. Coily Boxing, baby. We're back at it again. Just showing the upcoming fights for DAZN, December 11th. Conor Benn takes on Chris Algieri. That's going to be a pretty good fight. December 18th, Joseph Parker versus Derek Chisora 2. And on December 18th, you guys, Zurdo Ramirez is back in the ring against Gonzalez. Okay? Gonzalez. Okay? And I believe that's the same Gonzalez that Bivol fought, if I'm not mistaken. You know? Corey, life could be so boring sometimes. What do you do to not think about that? I mean, I just think about something positive, man. I always put positive thoughts in my head. I always talk positive. You know, I pretty much bleed positivity. I mean, you know, can you guys hear me? I just want to make sure my sound's working. Can you guys hear me? Can somebody say something in the chat? But yeah, man, be positive, have positive people around you. Um, and yeah, man, I think all of that'll work out, man. Let me come back in. So I think my headphones are toast. That's telling me. What's going on, everybody? Why is All right, I'm back, y'all. He says it would be nice to knock somebody out and get big paycheck. He says Mason in the chat says it would be nice to knock somebody out and get a big paycheck for it. I mean, I guess, you know what I'm saying? If that's what you choose to do, if that's what you really want to do, I mean, you can get paid for it. I mean, shit, that's what they do. They get paid for knocking people out. Here go Joseph Parker. They're showing his house where he lives at. He's got like a mansion. He's got his wife that's folding his clothes, and he's got a kid, 2 kids now. His wife's crying. Tyson Fury, I think was in camp with Tyson Fury maybe a little bit. Yeah, Tyson Fury. You gotta understand, man. A lot of these guys out here, man, train with train. They like to train with the best, man. You know, Tyson Fury. Some would say he's the best heavyweight in the world, but we'll see. You know, Derek Chisora versus Joseph Parker is a freaking good fight, man. That's a good fight, man. I like that fight, you guys. I think that's a pretty good fight. The Zone, y'all, thezone.com. Montana Love. Why are they waiting? Why do they have these people waiting in the dressing room, man? This dude is so relaxed, man. This dude's dog is licking his gloves. This dude, Montana Loves, his dog is licking his gloves right now. Smash that like button, you guys. Please, let's get these likes up, man. But his dog is freaking. Man, that's crazy. We got to put the hat on. We got to show you guys we official. Corey Lee Boxing. We got to show you guys we official at all times. I don't know why I didn't wear the hat before. Excuse me for that, y'all. But we back though. We is back. We is back. We is back. Let me get this camera right. But Chad, man, Montana Love is getting ready to go out and fight you guys. And the announcer's pretty much talking. So yeah, since we're on this delay right now, you guys, I mean right now I'm gonna be honest, man. The more I think about this Devin Haney versus Jojo Diaz fight, I really truly feel that. I mean, just think about it, you guys. You got two good fighters that are really good. You know, let's be honest, they're really good. I feel like either one can win this fight. But I feel like Jojo Diaz's skills, can definitely pay the bills, at the end of the day. And I think his power can as well, man. I can see why people will put money on on Devin Haney, but at the end of the day, I mean that's fine, but I just feel like JoJo Diaz brings something different to the table. You guys got to think about it sometimes, man. When you're thinking about boxing and you're thinking about this sport we love called boxing, you got to think about some of the intangibles that some of these fighters have. Some of these fighters have the intangibles, and I feel like JoJo Diaz is definitely one of them that has the intangibles. He's a really good fighter, good seasoned fighter. And I think a lot of people are, giving he's definitely the underdog, but why is he the underdog? Because he lost to Gary Russell? I mean, that's not a bad loss. And Gary Russell, that was a close fight. Gary Russell lost some of those rounds. Gary Russell definitely lost some of those rounds. And, the more and more I think about it, man, I think that JoJo Diaz can give Devin Haney a tougher fight than I feel like a lot of you guys even believe he can. You know, Devin Haney is a good fighter, and he's got a really good, solid jab. But we've seen him hurt before. We've seen him hurt. We've seen Devin Haney hurt, and if Linares, a smaller fighter, I feel like a smaller fighter than Jojo Diaz. If Linares can hurt him, why can't Jojo Diaz hurt him? You know? They're waiting for the crowd to get in, man. It does not look that packed at the Devin Haney card in the MGM Grand. It definitely doesn't look that packed. I mean, there's still seats available in the front on the other side of the front row. Um, but like I said, we'll see. We'll see. I mean, we'll see. We'll see how what the live gate does. But boxing is a business, you guys. What have you done for me lately? And the more I think about it, man, the more I'm just like, man, can Devin Haney sell? And if he can sell, can he beat the top guys that he's got to sell against? You know, and I don't think Devin Haney can beat right now. I don't think he can beat Tank. You know, that's my personal opinion. I think Tank Davis has a lot of good moves. His movement is good. He's a southpaw, tricky, very, 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 very. I cannot stress this enough. Sparring heavyweights. Yes, I said it. Tank Davis. Sparring heavyweights. He's a very, very, very tough out. The more I think about it. And it's one of those things. Devin Haney's getting interviewed right now with his coat on and with his red coat on. And like I said, man, we're gonna see. We're gonna see what Devin Haney is all about tonight, you guys, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna see. I'm curious. I'm curious to see, what Devin Haney can bring to the table. You know, because Devin Haney is a good, young, strong, and hungry fighter. But so is, I feel like Jojo Diaz hasn't been in too many wars. You know, so I feel like he's still got some good, fights left in him. He hasn't got punch drunk or, nothing crazy has happened. So moving forward, I would love to see, how that goes. But yeah, man.